not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Cortez. Snagged out of the air. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion, and right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
He'll pull it down. There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. They go to the draw. Running to Green. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with a run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Dropping back, it's Cortez. They'll run the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Steps away. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You're set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on. He's got it, first down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the toss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll toss it to the left. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. Off the play fake on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw, it's Cortez. Fires to the big fella. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Zings it complete to the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And the Blue Devils are threatening on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to throw it. Sets up the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this is a guy who was very quickly rewriting the record books for his school. 5 sacks. That is not a typo. 5 sacks his last time out, and here he is getting his first in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his end zone and a very good kick here. Wants to return it. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Cortez. Breaks into the open. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. Got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Hauls it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Duke! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
He'll field the punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Oh, he's got some space. 10. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 28-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
The Blue Devils have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the back. Turning it on. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw, it's Cortez. It's complete to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. Headed to the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to pass. It's complete on the right side. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to throw, it's Cortez. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Just keeps slinging it. Buys a little time with his feet. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. There he goes.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
They're going to ride this running back. At the 40, there he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get it first.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score.
Green 25.
Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's trying to get it in.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced 2nd down and goal.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Spits it out to the back. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Blue Devils need to pick it up on 4th down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw again. Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
It'll be a draw. Makes his man miss. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Cortez. He'll throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Converts on fourth down, still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Rushes on him. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Gets it past the marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll go back to the air on second down. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
They'll move the tight end. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And this one is perfect.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. To the air, it's Cortez. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Soft spot in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Back to pass, it's Cortez. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play.
Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
To the air, it's Cortez. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Duke! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, he's gonna have to throw for it. Gets it out fast. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, NC State.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Oh, he's got some space.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll give it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pulls it in, it's Akers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
To the air, it's Cortez. Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds space on the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Lets it fly. Grabbed in the middle. It's Butler. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. The offense changing the play. To throw, it's Cortez. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Fitted in the window for the score. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
On target over the middle. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback may change this route.
Watch out, go over.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Scanning the field, it's Cortez. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Now the play fake. He's got an open man.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Puts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Irvin. Caught. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll try to do it himself. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
The Blue Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Irvin. Gets rid of it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Hart. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. He leaves it with the back. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.